Previously, the group of you have made your way into this otherworldly realm. A space which has been hostile to you during your last incursion. That now, thanks to your wish with the Jinn, you're temporarily abated from the effects for as long as you currently remain on this journey and this particular jaunt. You learned that there was going to be some type of toll instead of slowly devouring your health, but you're not quite sure what it is as of yet. Through the gate you went and found a cracked cityscape broken into multiple shards, each of which is scattered about a central axis, a massive wound in reality itself here. And this wound is being held open by what looks like talons or claws of some type, made out of the fabric of space itself. You appeared through the gate to the top of a tower, and behind you, the gate home was not there. Clearly there was no retreat. Down you went. You explored the shard upon which you had arrived, and found a large circular courtyard with 7 pillars, basalt pillars, of different heights, each of which had a rune of some type upon it. Aeolus, in the center of this courtyard, found a small orifice, shall we say? And it seemed to be about the right size and shape for Vergisiv. Aeolus, not one to overly think things and more prone to throw caution to the wind, stuck it in the hole. And 2 charges of Vergisiv were drained out of it as it powered the region around you. Over a series of skill challenges, the group of you realigned these 7 pillars, coaxing them into position in a variety of ways, until finally, whatever felt wrong about this shard seemed to be righted. The energy of law and order that Vergisiv had imparted into this shard and the cracked and ruined city around it broke whatever contribution this area was making to those tears and folds in reality turned talons, holding that wound about which it rotates, or revolves, pardon me, open. As you all glanced up, you heard a rumbling around your feet. The cobblestones shifted and moved, and a gargantuan, crustacean-like monstrosity attacked the group of you. Fury incarnate. This avatar of Evilcest did battle, dragging those of you about with tentacles, slamming you onto the ground and into walls, trying to capture you and tear you asunder amidst its claws. Presently, you were able to batter it enough to force it to retreat and give yourselves breathing room. As we're picking up, right after the fight, you no longer hear any rumbles. The cobblestones are still once more. The rend in reality that is this central space is flickering. Seemingly whatever you've done has started the process of closing for good the connection between this space and your material realm. The time is yours. What would you like to do?
This might be a good time for the, what is it, the Song of... I have a spell that I can use to make people recover faster.
Over 10 minutes, that's called Prayer of Healing.
Yeah, and I have that prepared. That was what I was looking for. This might be a good time for Prayer of Healing.
Is this the same kind of crab thing that we saw in that cave with the twins 2 years ago?
Bigger. There is a handout.
Bigger, but the same kind.
Which I believe I provided everyone.
Okay.
It was much larger.
Yeah,
And it hurt.
and much
But
deadlier.
the same kind of like they're.
It had similarities, yes.
Yeah, look for the folder Arc 9 Ethereal Endings, and you'll find the handout in there.
Okay.
Do we suspect it was protecting something, Eolus? It must have been here for a reason, right?
Yeah, whatever he just
Jesus
did.
Christ.
It was not a fan of.
Question is, why did it flee and not stay until its last breath? So I guess there must be some other things it has to protect.
Other altars, maybe?
Yeah. And what the hell is that over there? And I point over that flickering rift in time and space. Any ideas? No?
I don't know, but I worry that continuous use of Vergasiv, if there are more altars, is a bad idea because it's already mostly drained for the day.
You're the one that cast a spell out of it.
I know.
Hope that Cure Wounds was worth it.
I mean, it kept me up. All right. Is it smart to send someone into the air to see if they can spot where that crab creature went off to? Or if there's another altar nearby? We have to figure out where we are.
Sure, I can do that. Come up, pup. Time for a ride. Take off and fly like, I don't know, 50, 60 feet in the air.
Okay.
And take a scan.
Certainly. I'd like you to make me a perception check.
Sure.
12.
Great roll.
Tough to tell. There is something that you spot. The off to, well, it's not truly north nor south nor any cardinal direction here, but off away from where you had come from. If you continued the thoroughfare that the courtyard that you've just done battle in extends into, it twists and turns a couple times, just at a few angles, but it ends as it appears to be a cliff-like structure. And at the edge of the cliff, extending out from the edge of this gigantic chunk of floating rock and stone upon which the city is built, looks to be a very large chain. And that just disappears into the darkness. But you notice that. Not much beyond that with a 12.
I'll fly down and tell that. Big chain over there just goes into nothingness, but I didn't see any similar structure like this, unfortunately. I mean, this place is weird.
You said a chain? that
Yeah.
goes off into the distance?
Yeah, it's like going into. I didn't see the end of the chain. It just floated there, and it was like anchored onto this floating rock we are on. So there
Where the
must be probably other floating rocks. I don't know.
I am so confused. Where at in the border ethereal are we?
Your guess is as good as mine. No clue. But I guess we have to look around anyway. I mean, that crab has to have gone somewhere, right?
You think?
What else is immediately around the altar? Like, are there like trees or anything?
No, there's a distinct lack of any type of growth within here. Let me grab you the rough description for the space again. Also, that way Ellie can hear it.
6.
The city is bleached of life and color, dry, dust-choked, and crumbling. Buildings lean as if tired of standing. Rooftops have fallen inward. The road beneath your feet is hard-packed with grit and fractured flagstone. No puddles, no moss, no hint of recent rain. The air itself here feels desiccated, as though whatever this place once was, it has been left out under an eternal, joyless sun that never truly rests. Aeolus, make me a history check.
On this art, those are buildings to the right and left. Like we would be like
Ooh.
ants to this thing.
Yeah, this was a
Okay.
5x5 token by comparison to you guys.
Okay.
16. Aeolus, you recall your view from the top of the tower. The city was floating before you in an endless void. A metropolis that was shattered into massive plates of rock and stone, as if some titanic hand cracked the world and left the pieces drifting. Towers leaning at impossible angles, streets hanging in the air like scars turned inside out, whole districts split apart, separated by gulfs of empty black where there should be ground and horizon. The fragments not drifting aimlessly, they circle, orbiting something. That central knot of twisted and rent reality. You do gather there are likely other sections of the city that are not part of this particular shard upon which you stand.
So the question is, how do we get everyone to fly or hop to the next closest shard? Can we?
Tang, I will count this as prayer of healing while everyone's conversing. For your timing.
Heli can fly regardless because of the bracers. So unless we need to go really, really, really fast, Heli can move wherever she wants.
I don't think we have to go anywhere fast.
And Heli can also fly anywhere. And do we have a rope in the party to help people get up higher?
There's literally one person that can't fly. All the time.
Okay. Dunny?
No. Aeolus.
That's my pup.
Aeolus.
Aeolus
No,
has
he
to
can
spend,
fly.
he has to spend
Let's
charges
see.
of the
Fly.
rod to fly.
Well, I guess this is as good as time as any, and Aeolus is gonna drink the celestial ambrosia.
How long does that last?
24 hours.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Sure. Does that give you a flight speed?
Yep.
No,
It gives me a flight speed of 40, and I also shed light.
Okay. Resident glowing radioactive man.
I mean, it was bound to happen to Aeolus at
What
one
other
point.
effects? What other effects does it have?
My weapons deal extra damage.
Okay.
I can cast detect. Well, wait. There goes Sam. That's a smart thing to do.
Okay. Fantastic. So you guys, are you looking around?
First of all, do we expend hit dice now because of
Yeah,
tanks
it's a short
we are
rest.
feeling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get 8, and then from there you get to expend dice as well.
Okay. So, what's the plan now? Look around for more of those rifts?
I guess we fly up to the next section of this city.
What?
Go to each
Okay.
one.
Do you think we have to fight that crab like a couple of times?
That or something like it.
Hopefully not.
Oh, great. Well, let's get it over
Yeah, I'm
then.
not a big shellfish fan.
Yeah, not if they are like 25 feet tall. I can imagine.
I mean, but think of that oil, though. Can we scout to see where the next closest floating section is? Or is it obvious?
I'm gonna make me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
New background.
That distracted me. Sorry.
Investigation 21. It takes about 5 minutes of not that slow of a person, Aeolus, to make a quick jaunt around. The shard upon which you stand is 15, 20, probably total. City blocks of varying size. Based on Dunnan's description, you do find the edge of this shard, the large chain that he spoke, and see something off in the distance above you. Everyone joins you. I'll read you your description.
So my best suggestion is to stay as close to the chain as possible as we fly up. So we don't know if we are able to maintain flight. Those of us who can't fly naturally.
The chain, from what you see, is
Sure.
gargantuan. Each link is wide enough that two of you can walk abreast safely.
We can walk on
What
it, or we can fly whatever you want.
What
But-
angle
okay.
is it going up? Is it like too steep to climb, or is it
Oh,
would it be a doable walk?
Probably doable.
Okay. Just
I
in case.
I mean, if we want to walk up the chain and then fly if any emergencies arise.
It's always good to have a fail-safe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, how long will it take us, and how much time do we have in this place?
Yeah.
As
well,
much time as we need to
Okay.
finish.
Okay.
only time will tell. All right, let's not waste any more of it then.
Up the chain.
Okay.
Up we go.
Ellie, are you not gonna heal?
Oh,
No.
okay. I do the hit. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention at all.
You're okay.
Yeah,
You get-
I will heal.
You
I
get
will
8
definitely
baseline,
heal.
and then you can expend hit dice to heal further.
I've got 14 hit dice. Let's do this first. And that gives me 25, 31. 6.
All right. Whilst you're doing your math, I'll give you guys your description. The ruined street behind you narrows to the broken lip of stone you'd spotted previously. Beyond it hangs what appears to be a crossing. Only crossing, from what you can tell. This chain. Not a small link or a tether, but a hulking span of iron black metal. Each one as long as a wagon and thick enough for two of you to walk abreast. It's sagging under its own weight, vanishing into the fog between the tower shard upon which you arrived and the next. Far across that gulf, slightly above your current elevation, the mile-coil sluiceward waits like a capsized district of a city, canted at an impossible angle. Its rooftops and streets sloping as though some titanic hand tried to peel the neighborhood from the world and left it half-twisted. From here you can see it bleeding. Slow waterfalls of slime and ooze spill from collapsed gutters in the mouths of shattered aqueducts, dragging themselves down, following the sluiceward's tilt, at an angle to your current orientation, pouring in lazy sheets that fall away in ways that make your eyes want to argue with your stomach. There's no wind that you can feel as the group of you begin making your way along the chain, either by flight or on foot. Those of you who are on foot feel every now and then an intermittent shudder beneath your boots, like a distant strum of a gigantic instrument string. As you step from link to link, The metal is slick, with a thin, clammy film. Not wet enough to drip, but wet enough to make you all conscious of each and every footfall. The void beneath you is not darkness so much as absence. Those of you flying look down and see nothing beneath you but a lack of promise of any termination or bottom to a potential fall. There's no horizon to measure, and the orientation gets wacky. Ahead, the sluice ward's crooked skyline seems to loom closer with each careful step or beat of wings. Low, broken structures clustered like rotten teeth. Narrow lanes between them, and everywhere the faint gloss of dampness catching what little light this place deigns to offer. Halfway across, the world feels ordinary. Your bodies keep their balance, their orientation, their flight. Your instincts insist that down is down, and for long moments you almost forget the angle of the shard you're approaching, and then you reach the far side. Those of you step off the chain or alight from your flight, and your weight settles as though it has always belonged there. The canted streets of the sluice ward no longer look slanted beneath you. They look right. The alleyways and doorframes are vertical, if in disrepair. The broken facades are upright. The tilt that this district had becomes an idea that your eyes remember from before, rather than a truth that your body currently obeys. It's only when you glance back that your mind catches up. The shard upon which the tower of the final beginning rested now hangs behind you at a sickening twist, rotated away like a toppled monument in the void. The chain you crossed does not rise or fall in any sensible line, just runs between the sections with this casual betrayal of geometry. You all realize with this delayed chill that what was down changed somewhere along the chain. You didn't notice or feel it in the moment. The air here, after this realization and you start taking stock of the rest of your surroundings, feels different. It's not the dry deadness of the shard of the city previously. There's a cold humidity that clings to the skin and clogs your mouths alike, makes your armor feel heavier, cloth feel damp, and your teeth want to set against the cold. A faint sourness rides along with it. Mildew, brine, old rot. An entire district here steeped in memory of floods that never quite receded. As you all gaze about the space you've arrived in, you recognize the sluice ward is a poor quarter, laid bare. There's tight streets, low buildings that once maybe stood 2 stories, perhaps an occasional third, here and there, before time and collapse took their taxes. Many are split open like dollhouses, from caused by sagging beams and showing empty rooms, their walls blackened with mold and stained by untold centuries of seepage. Where stone should be hard under your feet as you take a few steps around, feels like it's begun to give. It doesn't sink beneath you, but it yields ever so slightly, as though the very masonry has been softened and eaten from within. Patches of moss and lichen cling in thick mats virtually everywhere, and even where none grow, the ground itself carries this faint sponginess. Texture of decay seems to have been made structural. Yeah, go ahead, Tang. Near the base of a leaning stoop, something like a broad, pale smear lies across the stone. Tang and Aeolus would notice immediately. You realize it's moving. Not a lunge or a crawl, but in a patient, almost imperceptible way. A thing that likely measures time in weeks, rather than in heartbeats. A creeping slime, about the size of a small puddle. It's more like living pond scum than a predator or creature. It makes no move towards you. It simply continues its pilgrimage across the stoop towards the street, likely trying to cross. A journey which will, by your measure, take several weeks at its current pace. Behind it, you see a dull sheen that catches the light like an old bruise. Ahead, past the ruined landing where the chain meets this district, thoroughfare opens into a long, crooked view between sagging buildings and collapsed balconies, disappearing into fog and damp shadow. Somewhere deeper in these narrow corridors, you can see shapes that might have once been signs, drainage arches, or shrine niches set into brick, now half swallowed by growth and grime. This is a city that has not fallen, but is moldered, slow, patient, into something that barely remembers that it used to be a place in which people might have once lived. Tang, based on that roll, you notice, firstly, it is not that. But you do notice, as I mentioned, there seems to be a degree of religious symbolism scattered here and there that you notice that is not present in any Taltha or village that you've been through previously. Typically that was something kept individualist, not openly proselytized in any type of way. Though here there is a seeming presence of like an occasional prayer script written above a door frame, an icon here, a symbol there. There's a bit more openness of what might have been a religion at some point that you notice here. The time is yours. How would you all like to explore in the Mirecoil Sluice Ward?
Carefully.
Yeah.
The squishiness makes me wonder if something is feeling us. Walking.
I'd like to activate my Eyes of the Grief.
Certainly. Okay. This is detects specifically undead, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do not sense any undead. In the slightest.
Can I fly up a little bit and just look around for see any structure that looks similar to the one we just have been to?
Certainly. Make me a perception check. Do you just go straight up, or are you doing like a slow circle, like ascending?
A slow circle, but carefully.
Okay. 25. Very good. Before we get to what you notice about the city, you notice something as you gain altitude and begin this slow circle, part of which takes you back, or attempts to take you back over the edge of the sluice ward. There is a pressure which pushes you back, and the more you push onto it, the more it pushes back. You can't get more than about 5 to 10 feet past the edge of this cliff. And as you gain altitude, you notice the same thing, pushing you down, holding you, pulling you closer into this space. It feels like this, when like trying to push two magnets together, of the same polarity. As they get closer, they fight more. So as you get further away, the void itself pushes you back. It's 25, you notice it immediately. There seems to be an upper limit to how high you can fly outside of possibly making the pup make checks. Similarly, you're not pretty sure you can't get back onto that chain. With a 25, about the city, you notice that there is a large courtyard central to the plain of the city, from where you started to what you suspect to be the furthest edge, but it's off to the right-hand side, which, based on the angle, is closest to the center of this large rotation. What draws your eye to it initially is it looks to be one of the tallest structures that hasn't entirely collapsed. Looks to be a bell tower of some type. So you notice that. Additionally, around the city, there are a series of thoroughfares, one of which you presently stand on, that have spiderwebbed out from this courtyard. Each each thoroughfare seems to be sort of the main road, all of them leading to this main area, and then small neighborhoods have been disseminated a bit between them.
Okay. All right. So I fly down and say to them that gravity is weird around here. I can't fly much higher. Some force is pushing me down. And furthermore, I don't think we can go back. So. This whole place is just weird, and there are many thoroughfares that interconnect with each other, but the main old one is over there, and I found, like, I don't know, a bell tower right at the right hand side. I don't know what's worth checking out.
As Dunnan relays all of this information to you, and you all start to respond or react however you would. About 5 minutes have passed since the group of you have arrived here. Hellerast.
Uh-huh.
Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, intelligence, not wisdom. Oh, still. Fuck.
No, that was
damn
intelligence.
it.
I asked for intelligence. You rolled the right thing.
Okay. No, I was just thinking wisdom was my bad one. Or
Ah.
intelligence was my bad one. It's wisdom. But
Gotcha.
it still doesn't matter because that was a sucky roll.
Hellerast, you take 26 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And the rest of you notice Hellerast freeze in place for a moment. Sort of stunned, beads of sweat break out. You are also incapacitated for 6 seconds. It passes, and you feel yourself gain your wits about you and your body respond to your commands again. But as this happened to you, you felt this anger at your intrusion push down on your mind. No words, voice, none of that. Just anger. This presence of hate from the ground upon which you walk.
Well, I'll report that as that was weird. Ow. And I feel like we're not welcome.
Maybe we should keep moving.
Yeah, we should probably make our way to the courtyard.
Sure.
As we move through, moving as respectfully as possible.
Okay. Not stealth, not going slow, right? Just normal pace, but you're not trying to smash shit and cause a ruckus, right?
That's right.
Okay. A few minutes pass as you're all following the thoroughfare that Dunnan had pointed out in the... I'm going to call it east, just so you guys can picture it visually in your mind. on the eastern edge of the city. You guys arrived in the southern edge, just so you have a mental map. So on the eastern edge of this city where the courtyard is. A few minutes pass. Aeolus, roll me a d6.
In order now.
Dunnan, are you riding the pup and are you flying as you go?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm staying down, probably walking, but I am on the pup, yes.
On the pup, okay.
Yeah.
After a few minutes, 5 or 6 maybe, or maybe 4 or 5, somewhere in there. The rest of you don't notice it immediately, but notice it quickly enough. Within, we'll call it around 6 seconds or so. The pup does not have Dunnan on it. Dunnan, you feel a tendril, squishy and wet, that has coiled itself. It feels like it's inside your throat and is squeezing your throat and lungs. Do you have resistance to necrotic damage?
Definitely not, no.
Okay. Take 26 points of necrotic and you are suffocating. What is your constitution modifier?
5.
You can survive 5 rounds before you suffocate, as something is currently strangling you. The rest of you see that Dunnan is no longer on the pup and is about 15 feet back, currently held in the air. Dunnan, would you be like clawing at your throat, grasping at your chest and your armor? Okay.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Like a little panicked. What?
Something.
Can I get panicked? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. You totally panic. Absolutely. Something.
Nah, I don't know. I'm
see
immune to
nothing.
fear. I'm immune to fear. That's the question. So can Donna get panicked?
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't mean you
Yeah,
can't
sure.
panic.
You could still
You're-
communicate
you could
panic
still be
whether or not
afraid
you're
of
feeling
things.
it.
You just might be immune to the magically induced fear effect. That
No.
doesn't stop you from being afraid, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Presently, Dunnan, you are restrained and cannot speak. You're just clawing at your neck. I'd like you to make me a strength saving throw. And the rest of you notice Dunnan struggling here. Floating in the air. What do you do?
Aeolus's immediate reaction would be detect good and evil.
Okay, what types is that? Aberration / elemental, faith, fiend, or undead? There are none of them. But there is Hallow, which has desecrated all of the space you can tell.
I will relay that to the group.
What are the rest of you doing? Aeolus did that.
We would like to cast protection from good and evil on Dunnan.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
how's
is...
that?
Prevents aberrations... Celestials, faith... Okay, same types. Okay. You have that going on Dunnan. Does not seem to be any effect breaking whatever's holding Dunnan in place there. Anyone else doing anything in this instant, or is it just shocked, like, oh my god, what's going on?
I do something? Well,
yeah, I'm gonna come to you in a moment. Because after you do something, I'm ticking down my round counter for your suffocation.
Yeah. Oh.
Have I placed a death ward on anybody yet?
Nope.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just because it's so weird. I'm just gonna put death ward on Dunny.
Sure, mark off the spell slot.
Me. Yep.
You run up to him and put death ward on him. So I have Tang.
Yep.
Anything? Just stunned shock at the moment.
I don't have remove curse prepared, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
Oh, good. So Tang's
Aside from
racking
new
her brain in
usable
this
skills.
moment.
The only thing she can think of is to. Maybe he's not. Nope, nothing. There's nothing.
Okay.
He's got nothing to do, really.
Dunnan, what do you do?
Well, since he can't see what currently is attacking him, so he gets in a panic mode. But he tries to use his new ability he got
Okay.
on himself.
Storing touch.
So,
So you eat up
Guess
5 points from your pool?
yeah, and use one or more of the following. I guess I can choose.
Yeah, each of the following is 5 points.
Okay, I'll choose. I guess paralyzed and stunned, so 10 points.
You as a player recognize Dunnan does not have
Yeah.
those conditions on him presently. He is restrained, but he's not
Okay.
paralyzed nor stunned. So I don't
Okay.
want you to spend the resource for something that,
Okay.
like, I've not actually given you a specific condition outside of
Then-
restrained.
Then I guess he just pumps 5 hit points into himself to gain a little more air. I don't know if
Bolster
that
himself?
works.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Make me a charisma check. That's your spellcasting ability.
Check.
At the very least, it steeled your resolve a little bit, helped calm you from this moment of panic. End of the round, I'd like you to make me a strength saving throw, and also take an additional 29 points of necrotic damage.
29?
29. Dunnan, as this snaps continues to sort of constrict upon your windpipe, you can feel tendrils almost like they're plunging in from the outside of your body, ethereal and ghostly in nature, until they constrict around your lungs. It's this most alien and disconcerting feeling before you finally sort of flex and pull. You can feel your skin being dragged away by your fingernails as you find whatever resolve you were able to give yourself with that little bit of lay on hands. You steeled yourself, you got rid of that panic, and it was enough, that save, to break whatever was holding you.
Yeah. So I fall down and just gasp for air, like I get a little bit air. Then I don't know if I can do something. I mean, I just wait around to get some air, and then I will cast see invisibility.
Sure.
And look around.
Take a good glance around. Doesn't appear to be anything.
What the
Anywhere
fuck
nearby.
was that? It's not invisible. I have no fucking clue what that was, but it was very unpleasant.
I think this might be the negative effect that Jin was talking about.
Oh god.
Make me an Arcana check. And welcome.
Yeah.
Hey.
Not sure. I'll allow one other person to make an Arcana check based on what just happened to Dunnan. Who wants it?
I think that's either Herbalist or Dunnan. They're probably the best 3 at Arcana.
I have no
It's
idea.
an intelligence check. I have a
Yeah.
+6, but not.
Probably Herbalist then.
I mean, that's higher than me.
Okay. Saib, do you have a better bonus or no?
No, mine's +6.
Okay. Well,
I am not trained in Arcana.
Tang is like checking Dunnan out, making sure he's actually able to breathe now. I did not do better.
Nope. Tang.
I think we should.
With 15, you don't feel 100% on your suspicion. But your best guess is there is some type of curse, especially based on Aeolus mentioning the area's been desecrated. There's some type of curse upon this land that attempts to expel interlopers at regular intervals.
The faster we move, the less will be affected.
Yeah. Dunnan, when you tried to fly up, did you try to fly past that point?
No, not really. And I guess it would be pretty difficult to do so. I'm not sure the pup would be able to go push through.
Can we see the bell tower from where we are? Or like,
You're about 2 minutes walk from this point. You can see the courtyard. The bell tower is a little bit off to the side of your right, like it's currently blocked parts of it by some of the ruined buildings. But I mean, I would say you could get it within sight within a minute. Sure.
I wonder if the bell tower is higher than we're able to fly up.
Does not appear to be.
Okay.
It's about 3 stories, but most of the things that looked like they were 3 stories have collapsed. The bell tower seems to be intact.
Can I take a few seconds to administer healing kits to both Dunnan and Helly?
Absolutely.
Okay, you can each expend one of your hit point die, and then you add my proficiency bonus, which is 5.
And then they can't benefit again until short rest, correct?
This does not say that.
Ah, okay. I'm remembering something else.
Yeah.
Are we short rested since the fight?
Tang did. Yeah.
Okay.
And what's your proficiency bonus?
Prayer of healing.
I did
Yes.
Song of Repair of Healing, yeah.
5.
So yes, you may, Siegfried.
What's the What's your healing bonus? What's your proficiency bonus, Tang?
It's plus 5.
Plus
My
5. Okay, so 21.
And Siegfried,
That's
don't
pretty
forget
good.
you get back one of your wild shapes when you finish your short rest. I think you only spent 2 anyway.
Yeah. Does the prayer of healing give us any more healing, or is it just our hit dice?
It was 9 points.
Okay.
Right, Tang?
On top of
Prayer of
the.
Healing was 8.
8 points.
Okay.
Thank you, Tang.
So it's 5 plus 8. Okay.
Well, you can spend any number of your hit dice as a short rest, Siegfried. So you can spend a bunch of them, but you get a bonus 8 on top of your total.
Yep. I only needed 2 to get back to full.
Jeez. Must be nice.
I didn't take that much damage during the fight, so
That's true, yeah.
compared to other characters.
You also have resistance to, like, a lot now, so...
Yeah, I'm kind of a barbarian now.
5
suddenly.
resistances.
I suddenly can go into a rage somehow.
Love it.
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's hurry up.
This is
I
gonna
don't
keep
want to
happening.
experience that one again.
Okay. Onto the clock tower.
Yeah.
Okay. Get to my clock tower description. As you make your way to the courtyard, the wall of the building that holds this clock, this bell tower, is shattered, fallen apart. And you can see the inner workings of a wooden spiral staircase ascending to the 3rd floor where this large bell is. The upper archway reveals a huge bell, verdigris and half swallowed, as you can see from your current spot here on the street, by what appears to be hardened slime, crystallized into a glassy crust.
Yeah.
Down the street, Tang and Aeolus, I believe, have the 2 highest passives of the group. Although Siegfried's is fucking high also. I'll say the 3 of you notice something stranger still. Throughout the moss and lichen and ooze and slime and sheen that seems to coat the streets here, there's this faint rhythmic pulse. It's not heard, but seen, as it travels through the lichen and wet stone in repeating intervals. It starts somewhere deeper in the ward, somewhere you don't know, perhaps below ground, and rolls past like a slow heartbeat, running along cracks and growth and then fading. Each time the pulse passes the tower, the group of you notice the hardened slime around the bell glints for briefest of moments, as if becomes, as if it shifts form ever so slightly for that briefest of heartbeats to allow this energy to pass through, and then sets hard again. The strong among you might immediately come to the conclusion, perhaps shattering this slime will free the bell and disrupt whatever energy that the oozes and lichens are passing through this space. Though you're not sure if you will be able to just strike the bell. That slime is stopping it, and you're not sure how hard it is. But it comes to your mind initially that this bell seems to have been frozen in place for a reason. Probably not a good one.
Help.
Ellie's just going to kind of see if there's another piece of that slime nearby that's not attached to the bell. Is there any slime anywhere else, or is it just on the bell and that's it?
Not that you spot initially. There are
Okay.
like bits and puddles of oozing and seeping slimes and ichor and wet stuff that you don't really want to put true words and adjectives to. As I said, the whole city feels like it has this layer of damp moistness to it, which is seriously unsettling. And even when you like reach down and touch cobblestones, like just checking it, it leaves that oily film on your fingers.
Takes a lot to gross out an orc, but gross.
I mean, this sounds like this is right up. Hi, it's Allie.
No. Do
Rude.
not let her lick this.
She'll have a summer home
Do
here.
not.
Why not?
I will kill you. I will permanently
Though now
kill
that you have mentioned it, that is a tempting. When else am I going to lick something like this? You know, like
It might
really
be your
feels
last
like a once in a
lick.
lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, once in a lifetime. Sure, that's a good way to put it.
I wasn't saying lick it. Don't. No.
No.
One lick to bring them all in, and the darkness bind them.
And then
Like
Scythe becomes the BBEG because she licks slime.
Well, I can also smack it as hard as I can.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, like
the
just
more we
really
try
like,
and
look
think
at
too
it.
hard about this, the more this place is gonna
Yeah,
fuck
that's
us up.
fast.
So I say
Yeah,
we just start breaking this apart.
All right, I'll take my hammer and just
Okay,
two hands.
wait. You guys
Wait,
know that
what?
if we get this thing to ring, it may call Evilcaster Grickler to us. Are we ready for that?
Well, wait. Why are we trying to ring the bell?
Because
Yeah,
whatever's here causing all this stuff doesn't want us to ring the bell. So I think that's as good enough a reason to ring the bell.
So we provoke it?
Yeah.
We've already provoked it by being here. It's choking out
Didn't you see me
Yeah.
get choked right now? Like a few seconds.
it already
few
knows
minutes
Yeah,
before?
but what if
Sure.
all of us get choked at once?
Well, wait.
Well,
Hold
it
on.
would have done
Before
that
we do
already
that,
if it's possible.
That'd be sad.
can I fly up to the bell?
Sure. Up to the third floor, the area in which this bell is kept. What are you
Yeah.
looking for?
I'm gonna put my hand on the bell,
It is cold metal.
and I'm gonna try to extend myself as the pulse hits to try to see if there's anything I can
Ah.
draw.
If you would like to attempt to time that accurately, it'll take you a few
Yes.
minutes to get the timing correct. There will be a skill check, and you will not know if you have succeeded or not. Is that
I
what you're
mean-
attempting to do?
I mean, that's what I would like to attempt if everyone's going to try to
Wha-
smash.
What is your current investigation bonus?
It is a 15.
You have plus 15.
I can toss a rune point
Yes.
in too.
It's plus 20 now.
Plus 20. Okay. During this time, Aeolus, as you are trying to figure out this pattern of pulses, because it is not like one and then 3 seconds later, then another, and so on and so forth. There seems to be some type of pattern to it that you've starting to pick up on, and you're starting to learn it until it repeats. Dunnan, roll me a d6.
I will roll myself.
1. So Sive, you're up there with Aeolus, trying to help him track the pulsing on the bell, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Tang, Siegfried, Dunnan, Pup, and Hellerast. All of you make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Look at my +5.
Oh, nice. Does that mean am I actually not dying because I'm next to Aeolus?
Yeah,
Shocking.
you're not in the area of this effect.
Woo.
Do I get advantage?
For what?
I'm trying to figure that out. I remember I normally get advantage in combat on con saves, right?
War-
Or no?
Warcaster.
For Warcaster, that's concentration.
Concentration. Okay, never mind then.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm gonna,
well-
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Sure. Yes, burn them. How many do you have left after
Yeah.
that?
I have
3?
2 left after
2
that.
left? Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't terrible. Ooh.
So Siegfried with
get a
Dunnan's
5.
aura, 17 becomes a 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And what's the +4? You don't have Bless going at the moment.
You don't? Okay.
Do you? Does Siegfried have Bless going?
I thought
It-
Bless gave me like 5 hours or something. Or when I...
The potion of
It-
heroism
there's
gives you an hour.
rounds-
Did you drink a potion of heroism?
No, I didn't. I didn't drink a potion of heroism.
Go ahead, Tang.
Oh, you get 5 rounds when I heal you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't have Bless.
You don't have Bless. Okay, so that is an
Yeah.
18 with Dunnan's aura. Tang, Helly, both of you succeed thanks to Dunnan's aura.
Yay!
Siegfried, you fail even with the aura. Dunnan, you're fine. So Siegfried, you take 28 points of force damage. The other 3 of you take 14 points of force damage. And all of you, the 4 of you notice. The other 2 are paying attention to the bell initially. But the 4 of you, I need a save for the pup, also done. Pup's a creature. You are dragged to a central 5-foot line as if gravity in this space shifted and this gravitational fissure just wanted to open up and pull you into a central location and crush you into that space. As quickly as it happened, it abates. And there's bits of rubble and slimes and lichen that have been pulled, like that you can still see the very clear line that you, along with other extraneous and loose objects along it, were pulled into and crushed in place. Pup, that is a 24 with your aura, correct?
Yeah.
Pup succeeds, takes half damage, 14 points.
Yeah.
Aeolus,
Aeolus, whatever you're doing, hurry up. Please.
Takes you about 5 minutes. This happened during that time. You feel very confident you have the timing, at least for the moment. And as whilst you continue to stay focused, you have this timing. You did feel reasonably confident.
while Aeolus is doing that, after we get hurt, can I use more healing kits on everybody who just got hurt?
Absolutely.
Y'all are gonna have some glittery band-aids.
Saliva,
So-
active ingredient.
Siegfried,
Oh
Puck,
God.
Dunnan, and Heli, and myself. So it's five charges. Everybody gets to expend a hit die. Plus
Wow.
5.
That was a terrible investigation roll.
So you feel you have the timing pretty well accurate, Aeolus. What do you know with it? You said grim psychometry?
Yeah.
Okay. You put that back in chat. I lost it because I put stuff on my whisper side. There you go. History intelligence. Sure. Make me a history check with advantage.
History.
Ooh, 30. Your vision clouds for a moment. And everything darkens across the cityscape. And then you see, scattered out into the various neighborhoods, 6 pinpricks of light. Little warm stars flickering with hope, it seems. And one here in front of you. However, all of them have been shattered. There's a crack in the darkness, somewhere between each of them and each of the others. They've all been isolated, broken by whatever chaotic energies affect this shard. Including the one in front of which you are currently standing. 7 in total, one of which is this bell and bell tower. These nodes, we'll call them nodes, seem to be a conduit for keeping this place in order, and they have been corrupted, disjointed, malaised, injured, shattered, or isolated in some way. And you feel reasonably confident that you need to reconnect all of them to heal this section of the city and remove the chaos that has impregnated this area. Your vision clarifies again.
Well, the entire city seems to be the altar here. We should go reconvene with the others. And
you feel confident that whilst you stand by this bell, you still have that timing down correctly.
Shit. Hey, Scythe, can you go, gather everyone up?
Sure, I'll tell them we're having a quick chat.
They're down there doing
Besides
a conga line.
So I will attempt, maybe with Siegfried's help, to try to get a layout of where these other nodes are. Because I want to keep this timing down. Seems like that we have to fix the nodes.
If you distract yourself beyond this point, Aeolus, you will lose this timing and need to re-succeed on this check.
Shit.
You're not looking at a map. You're not looking at other stuff. If you want to maintain the timing, you worked hard to get the timing.
Right. I will explain to the group that there are 6 other nodes around that have to be healed, and that this is the center node that
It is
also
not central. There are 7 total. It is not. They're not all connected to this. They're all interconnected.
We'll just start with this
is
one
just
then,
one of
Aeolus.
7.
We'll call this one central.
Yeah, they'll call this
Because
number
it's
1
easiest
then.
to see.
Just we got to shit or get off the pot, Aeolus.
Another minute has passed.
Do what you're gonna do.
well, however we want to try to fix the bell. However, you all were going to.
It's Dunnan. Can you break the slime apart, Dunnan?
Well, hitting things is my stick, right? So
You got the
step
hammer.
away
too,
for a
it's-
second.
Can we try to time his hit with the pulse?
You certainly may.
Yeah, we can try to do that.
You
Done
just give me the sign and I'll start whacking.
Done it. Make me an attack roll, please. Using Aeolus as a guide for when to hit it. 4 minutes have passed. 25. As Aeolus's arm falls, signaling your arm to fall with the hammer simultaneously, the head of Heart Iron crunches into a particularly bulbous section of this hardened slime just as the pulse has risen up through the tower and started to lighten this slime. And you notice there's this brief moment of softness as Heart Iron sinks in before the ripple of energy and impact radiates out, and as the slime begins to re-harden, it inadvertently shatters itself because you have imparted this energy with near perfect timing. You notice you rolled a 19 for that investigation check that I hit. Before your plus 20. The hardened slime shatters. The bell slowly shifts with the ricochet and the dissipating energy, giving one low chime followed by another, and then not actually having enough to make a third. The energy within this space, you immediately feel a little bit more warm, a little bit less damp. It's still there, it's still cold, it's just not as cold. It's not as damp, and not as humid. Something within this space has been righted, like a misset gear realigned.
Hey,
Did it
Aeolus,
work?
where's number 2?
Aeolus will fly out of the tower and start to guide the group towards the next closest point.
Another minute has passed. Aeolus, roll me a d6.
Don't like these.
Yeah, it's
Oh God.
not meant to like them. Okay. I need... Sive. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Lucky me. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, please, yes.
Uh,
I'd like you to roll me a d10. Starting with.
where?
The rest of you see Sive begin to take off and then slowly flutter to the ground. Maybe falling and landing on your feet, maybe kneeling. As Scythe, your vision shatters, and the reality in front of you falls away as if you were looking into a mirror that has been broken from somewhere, some sourceless point. And before your eyes, there is just this vacuous rift, larger than the horizon, which is opening up and threatening to swallow you whole. I gotta roll damage. You take 52 points of force damage.
52?
52. As the rest of you see Scythe, her eyes have been clouded over by just inky blackness. She's not clearly not responding to any of your movements.
Dunnan, do you think you can help her with her eyes? She might be blinded. But she's not moving either. I don't know what's going on.
Sure. Can try.
Scythe, make another wisdom saving throw. Well done.
Ellie's just going to put her hand on her shoulder
I'll
and let her know that
expand-
somebody's there.
I'll expand the 5 hit points.
Okay.
Try cure blindness.
Doesn't appear to have an effect done in. Doesn't seem like whatever effect is intentionally blinding her. There is some conjuration between her eyes and the rest of the world. Scythe, roll me a d10. Still failed. 5. Fantastic. Make me a dexterity saving throw as this rift tries to extend and pull you in, Scythe. You take another 38 points of force damage. Scythe, would you have said anything as this is happening? Would you be screaming in pain? Would you be asking for help? Or
I didn't know that was an option.
you're still there. You can't see anything. It's just like everyone vanished. Reality went away, but you still have all of your normal things. You're not restrained or paralyzed or anything.
Oh, cool. So I'm just looking out into endless void.
At the moment, yeah.
All right. Wait, sorry. How much damage was that last round, Dan?
42? 42, I said.
Okay.
I believe.
So I've got 24 hit points left. All right.
Are there any physical wounds on Scythe?
No. Not that you see.
I think seeing Scythe hurting this much, I would cast Life Transference.
Okay. 17, and then she heals
It's
double,
double
right?
that.
Okay, 34. And then I believe you also heal some, right?
That was... I don't think so.
For Life Cleric?
I'm not a Life Cleric. I'm a Grave Cleric.
Ah, right. You never don't have that feature anymore. Never mind. So used to you having that feature.
Although now she has Bless.
Okay, that is true. That did restore hit points to her. Okay.
Yes.
Scythe, make me another wisdom saving throw for the end of that
With
round.
Bless.
Can I do something to help Scythe as well
Sure.
before the wisdom save?
Sure.
Yeah, I do not have great wisdom.
I would cast Enhance Ability on her and give her Owl's
That is
Wisdom.
checks, not saves.
Oh, is it? Shit. Never mind. I keep mixing that up.
All good.
I don't have anything to help with saves.
I'm gonna try something. Has she responded to us?
She's probably. Sorry, if you've been. I would say you've been able to hear all of them talking.
Okay.
It's up to you if you would have actually responded outside of experiencing its pain and damage.
I think it's just probably a bit mainly just struck dumb. Maybe there's some keening, whimpering kind of sounds. Occasionally can't see, or or like she's not processing it well.
Gotcha. Oh, totally fine. Aeolus, what are you trying?
I wasn't sure if she was able to hear us or not, but Aeolus will still try anyway. I'm gonna expend charges of Angle
Okay.
to send a message
Okay.
and try to like
Decide?
yeah.
Sure.
And just you have to hide it. It's not real. Come on, we need you.
If you hear this message, there's this very strange stereo effect where you hear Aeolus's voice off to your left, like 5 feet away, and then you hear the spell, which has about a 1.5 second delay to what Aeolus has said. It's very disconcerting for a moment before you make sense of it. Now you know how quickly people get sendings when it succeeds.
Yeah, she is extremely discombobulated and assumes this is part of the pre-existing effect.
Go ahead and make me that wisdom save. You do have bless now.
Okay. I think I accidentally had bless turned on before, so that was a 17, but I don't think that matters
I
that
say,
much on the...
done and make sure your aura gets her.
Oh, did you roll it? Did you roll it?
I'm at
Oh, no. Sorry,
so-
this is a wisdom.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Wait a sec. I have global save modifier on here.
Yeah, you got bless on. Yep.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a d10. 3. Keep rolling my Rending Rift.
Cool. Love that.
Honestly, it's one of the better ones for you to roll. So,
Oh,
that is
great.
27 points of force damage.
Cool.
So crazy idea.
Does that knock you down?
No, I'm at the 31 because I got brought back
'cause
up
you got
to
healed. Nice.
58, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy idea. I can cast Feign Death on Scythe. Which would essentially make her look dead, which maybe will make it let her go.
Yeah, any idea, I think.
And I'd get resistance to all
Uh-huh.
damage. Besides psychic.
Yeah,
I
it
think
just means that you'd be gone for an hour.
Oh, it lasts
That
an
is-
hour.
oh.
It lasts an hour.
Unless you dispel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I
if you have
use the
dispel, you
dispel?
could dispel it afterwards potentially. But
I don't have Dispel.
I got dispel. So
Okay.
go.
Okay.
I
If
don't
it helps,
want.
I
I
can do
was
as well.
considering
Yeah,
I
done.
was considering hopping off soon because the headache is not fading.
I'm sorry, I'm sure this is helping.
Death on Scythe.
I'm sure this is
I'm so
helping.
sorry. I was going to allocate 2 rune points to you guys to use for skill checks, but I guess I can't if I'm feigning death.
No, you're gonna be out to the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you casting Feign Death on Scythe?
I am.
Scythe, I would like
Yeah, I don't think I have the
another-
wisdom, luck, or anything to pull through.
I would like another wisdom save for the end of this round.
Of course you do.
Yeah. 15 plus on this aura is 20. Okay. And another d10. One. Ooh, that's different.
20 doesn't
Oh,
save.
great.
Oh no.
20 does not save. Scythe, that is a 27 points worth of psychic damage.
Cool.
As the vision shifts, and you see this strange sort of twisting unreality as you're not sure exactly what it is. It's hard to put into words exactly what this is. This is this Lovecraftian landscape, which is shifting and roiling as if alive, underneath its own power, and it's changing shapes. It's like the worst trip you could possibly imagine, with a splash of existential horror thrown in for good measure. You are also stunned, but that doesn't matter. That fades off. And then Feign Death. A few moments after you cast the spell tag, Sive's eyes clear.
Good, because I had 4 hit points. That was
Really? Oh my.
yeah, I had 4 left after that 27 or whatever.
I would like to ladle force feed her body a supreme healing potion.
Okay.
Just to clarify, we're holding off on the dispel because Nas has to leave.
Sounds like it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, she will not be a target if she's there.
Okay. So yeah, we'll strap her to the pop. Yeah.
Deepest apology.
With force feeding you the supreme healing potion, though, you do get 60 hit points.
Nice. Beautiful.
Potion. Such a good potion.
Okay, let's get to the second node before this thing figures outside is alive.
Additionally, something that you all notice, well, Aeolus, because you have the idea of what the roughly where each of these districts scattered about the city are. Based on your approximation, Aeolus, you're an intelligent individual. Each of these is at minimum a 5 minutes journey away from each other. So I'm going to ask you a mechanical question here for players. Do you want to go as a group or as small sections, like 3s or 2s, to each of these nodes? Because the more you separate, the less time in theory it might take to reconnect and right these nodes. Or would you prefer to travel as a group, which will intentionally take more time? And as you've likely surmised as players by this point, time is what you are running against at this point. Every 5 minutes or so, another effect takes hold of somebody and attacks you.
I think 3 groups of 2 makes the most sense. I don't want to completely separate, but like
Or
buddy
2
system.
groups of 3, yeah, something like that.
2 groups of 3, you could go to opposite ends of the city and then meet in the middle. So that way you don't have to do like A, B, C, or A and B, and then A person has to go 10 minutes to the C position or something like that.
Right.
So what about Aeolus?
I'll draw a little doodle
Yep.
in the middle.
Aeolus, Dunnan, and Teng, one team. Me, Heli, and Side, another team.
Besides out though.
My floppy, unconscious / dead corpse body.
So
Try not to drop it too many times.
What
I
about
guess.
I'll
that?
swing her over my shoulder and take her with us, sure, but
How about then
she's not
Aeolus?
really.
How about Aeolus and Dunnan? They keep Teng on the dog with her, and then Side on the dog with her, and then me, Teng, and Heli in the other group.
Then there's no healer with Aeolus and Dunnan.
True.
I can
Hey,
Hey,
do
what
a
you
little
talking
bit.
about?
We don't want to
Ellie's
use it.
got good healing, so that you always guys just make her make
You
her.
can have the pop. I reckon
I've got-
the pop can carry the pop. The pop can carry Scythe.
And then you can't fly without the pup.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think maybe Dunnan, Sive, and me, and then Siegfried, Heli, and Aeolus.
Okay, so it's Dunnan, Sive, Teng.
Is an option.
I think it's the best one we got. So that we
Yeah, that
thought
seems
of.
like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Um,
go. Who's going west? Who's
I
going
drew-
east, or whatever?
So I did draw a little doodle in the middle of your guys' splash page of
It's
like
beautiful.
the rough
Mhm.
area. You arrived on the green edge and you clarified the bell tower, which was blue. Or it's now blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
well,
split
okay.
is top left of the page versus bottom right of the page, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. Let's do a
Thank
mid-session
you
break
for carrying.
here.
Yeah, thank you for carrying my corpse. Deeply appreciate it.
Dwarves.
Mhm.
We'll take good care of it.
You're welcome.
I
Yes.
will ask him a mechanical question. Just
Mm.
before before you bounce, if that's okay.
Mm.
Is the only person able of removing feign death outside of timing Siegfried?
No, Dunnan can remove it as well.
Dunnan can also. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to, if you guys need to wake me up and
Okay.
use skills or anything at any point, go ahead.
I just wanted
Again,
to
you guys
check
can
in
have
case
2
you
rune
needed-
points.
In case you needed to. You encounter
Yeah, but I figured
something that
2
Sive might be great at.
And
allocating 2 rune points, that's 2
feign
skill
death,
checks.
you can, I believe, you can just use the level 3 dispel magic. Because technically
Yeah.
it's a level 3 spell.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Level 3 dispel magic will end feign death. All right, let's do a mid-session break, about 6 minutes or so. Thank you for joining us for as long as you did, Anastasia.
Yeah, I hope your headache feels better soon.
Yeah.
Feel better.
Feel
Yeah.
better soon.
Thank you.
Alright, 22, 23.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. All right.
Puzzle solving.
Getting back into this hall. A group of you have deigned to split the party. We have Sive, well, the apparent corpse of Sive, currently strapped into the dog's back saddle, accompanying Dunnan and Tang. And then the other group is Hellerast, Siegfried, and Aeolus. And you are splitting, going to opposite ends of the floating city upon which you stand, a Mirecoil sluice ward. And who would like to go first? Which group?
Go first.
You'll go first? Alright.
The southeast group.
Southeast group, yep. Well, north is right on the map that I drew.
Yeah. I was just talking about our pictures.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, pictures. Yeah. Thank you. You were drawing on Siegfried. All right. Let me get to my. There we go. A small park opens ahead. Once formal, probably one of the nicer sections of the sluice ward itself. Now half swallowed by slick growth and fallen masonry. Its ground is laid in a clean grid of square flagstones, arranged with the deliberate precision of what appears to be a game board. At the heart of the park stand 9 low plinths, arranged in a 3x3 pattern. Most are occupied by kneeling stone figures, warriors carved in an old, not quite recognizable style, each holding a long sword at a different angle, as if presenting the blade to the sky. 2 statues lie toppled across the grid that carpets the rest of the area, their weight having carved shallow scars in stone. What's strange is this: the toppled figures are less fouled by lichen and moss than all the others, including the flagstones of the courtyard. Like they've been moved more recently, or have refused to be claimed by the rot. From where you stand, the blades of the upright statues seem to have some type of a pattern to them. Angles that almost, but not quite, agree. If you don't mind, whilst you ponder that, let me give the description of the region that your compatriots are traveling to. So, Tang and Dunnan. 2 of you, with Sive in tow, find a small courtyard that feels as if it was meant to cradle a fountain, nestled between 3 large buildings. Large by this area's standards, so 2 relatively intact stories. Except the center of this courtyard, in place of where a fountain should be, you find a perfectly circular stone slab, 15 feet across, set into the broken cobbles like a lid fitted into a jar, standing only about 6 inches above the level of the ground itself. It reminds you of a massive millstone. With your perceptions, you notice that there are runes that spiral across its face in tight, deliberate bands. Near the edge, one carved glyph resembles an arrowhead, a direction marker, perhaps. Yet it points off into the word at an angle that feels wrong. Around the slab's circumference, the cobbles bear crescent scuffs and grit-worn arcs, the violent kind of wear that only comes from something heavy being shifted. In several gaps, you spot dark shifting marks, evidence that the disc seems to be able to rotate, provided some appropriate measure is met, and has been forced to do so previously. Siegfried, Aeolus, and Hellerast, what are you doing in your statue-studded courtyard?
The first thing I'm
guarding
doing is
front.
holding Aeolus back from stepping onto those squares.
I mean,
Like,
you must
don't-
have read my
don't-
mind.
Absolutely no, not till we think this through. Damn it!
I'm
Are
not
there-
looking
are
at
there-
the wizard's chest.
Are the statues all lined up on one side of the board, or are they dispersed
No,
throughout?
the statues are on the 3x3 plinths. There's 9
Okay.
plinths in the center. This
Okay.
garden area just has this beautifully immaculate like flagstones,
Okay.
which give you the sense of like this game board because it's checkered patterned. But there's 9 plinths in the center of this garden. On
Okay.
them there are 7 statues. 2 statues are on the ground.
I think we have
Maybe.
to hop on the 2 missing plinths and continue the pattern.
Or can we put the
Well,
statues
what are the
back
sword?
on
What
the
are the
plinth?
sword positions? Do we all have swords? I don't carry a sword, so I can't do the
Yeah.
same gesture.
Yeah, what can we take a closer look at the 2 statues on the ground?
Certainly. I would like you to either... Are you proficient with Mason's tools?
No,
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Helly,
I'll-
are you
I'll let-
assisting?
I'll-
Or are you making
I'll
your
let
check?
I'll let Aeolus do the investigation. I'm like, Aeolus, take a look at the statue, see where the sword's pointed.
Sure.
Ellie sucks at investigation, so
Okay.
Definitely not my forte either.
You said investigation. All right. If it helps at all, I will switch the adaptive toolbox into the appropriate tools needed.
Are you presently attuned to it?
Yes.
Okay.
He never leaves my side.
Fantastic. Make me your check, please, with advantage. $25. Between the investigation and a little bit of understanding of masonry, you notice something that, without the toolbox, you would not have picked up on. Something that just sort of seeps into your mind from the magic of your companion, shall we say. There are almost imperceptible marks upon the base of the 2 statues that you find here. Each of them is a mason's mark based on how to properly orient the statues once they've been set onto their respective positions. So it seems like there was an intention between with how these statues face on their wherever they are supposed to be, and they're not just supposed to be set somewhere. You would likely surmise that there is a corresponding mark that the 2 of them would line up if these statues were placed onto the place where they're supposed to be, and then rotated until these 2 lines marry up.
Okay.
Do you find that?
I think we just got to move these statues back to where they came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use your toolbox to see if there's any indication on which plinth each of these came from. Otherwise, it's a
3 minutes
50-50
passed.
shot.
Yeah, I will go over to the plinths. The statues, you said that they're broken, right?
No, they are perfectly intact.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Nothing.
Can I try to go over to the plinths and try to predetermine what statue goes where?
And then while he's doing that, Helly, help me see if we can lift one of these things.
These
Yeah,
aren't
we'll try helping.
life-sized statues. They're
Okay.
they're about 3 feet in height.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we do this.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, we'll try and lift one of the statues to where Aeolus is, and then Aeolus, in the meantime, can figure out if he can determine which plinth it goes on.
Aeolus, try as you might, you do not see any indication of which is supposed to be where. Not with the check that you've made.
Okay.
Is there like a order to the sword, like where the swords are pointed? Like, is it kind of like a wave, or are they just randomly pointed in different directions?
Make me an insight check.
Okay. I will use a luck point on
Guidance.
this. Luck and guidance. Okay.
Got it. Aeolus, you've already contributed to this challenge. No guidance.
Oh, shucks.
17.
17. I think there's something, but it's eluding you at the moment. You know there's something going on with the position of not just the weapons of the statues that you're currently replacing after one has been placed. Aeolus is sort of rotating it to marry up these two lions, but also the other 7 statues here. There seems to be something else going on here that you can't quite put together. Not with 17. Second statue in place and slowly rotates into position. Siegfried. Roll me a d6.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Roll me a d4. Oh, perfect. I would like the 3 of you, Heli, Siegfried, and Aeolus, to all make me intelligence saving throws. Ooh, jeez, Aeolus, holy crap.
Sorry, that's a 15.
31, 14, and a 15. Okay. Why did this not roll? There we go. There is half damage on the success, Aeolus. 23 points of psychic damage to Heli and Siegfried. Half of that is 11 to you, Aeolus. Heli and Siegfried, your mind is muddled for the next minute. During that time, you have a d6 penalty to all attack rolls, ability checks, and any saving throw to maintain concentration.
Okay.
But
Well, I guess we have to switch the statues then.
yeah, seems like
Yeah.
something's off about the statues, but that was first attempt, and that was a spell, so that resets the time. Whilst you are working on that, let me jump to our other group. Tang, done. You see this large millstone here. What are you doing? Looks like it reminds you. Pardon me.
I want to do an insight check to see if I can discern which direction the wheels actually rotate relative to each other.
Okay.
Millstone's supposed to turn based on the wear marks.
Yeah, it's one particular stone, not multiples. But yeah, sure. Make me. Yeah, insight seems fine for that. Yeah. It looks like this large stone could rotate either direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, based on the markings on the ground. It also doesn't, as far as you can tell, look like there's any particular stop set into place. Like, you could, as far as you can tell at the moment, start with this indicator, this arrow, at, say, the 1 o'clock position. You don't see anything that would tell you that you couldn't rotate it either direction and get it back to the 1 o'clock position, at least from what you can tell.
While she's doing that, can I look on the floor if there is another indicator, like an arrow that just would match the one from the slab?
There's not.
Okay.
Double check. Give me an investigation to double check, but you don't immediately see one with your passive.
Okay.
And mind you, this is happening the same time as the other group encountered their space and started looking around.
Oh.
Yeah, done.
Nope.
Take a good look around. The only thing that you spot, Dunnan, as you're going around the 9, is a few sections. Looks to be about 8 around the wheel. Very small depressions in the edges of the stone itself. Something that would almost be like a space to place a spoke or a tooth of some type. You feel confident that you could use these most likely to try to turn this wheel if everything else worked properly.
So any idea, Tang? I'll be the muscle. You be the smarts. Or should I just turn it?
We don't have millstones in Hollow. I think maybe we do rock, paper, scissors to determine which direction to go.
Well, better than nothing, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I will. I don't know. I roll a d4.
Okay. Two of you, Boulder Perfect.
Well, a countercut, guys.
Okay. So you're just trying to brute strength this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have rope with you?
I think I have, yeah.
How many lengths?
I do not. While he's brute strengthening it, can I investigate the arrow a little bit
50
more?
feet. I have.
50 feet exactly. Okay.
Hmm.
Investigate the arrow? Certainly, Tang.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check. It's runes. Not sure beyond that. An arrow. It's in a nice script. It is noticeably clear of debris and lichens and growth, but beyond that, you're not sure. Dunnan, with you're smart enough to put together a rough pulley system, a few small pouches filled with goop and muck from around the area to provide traction, leather, fitted into each of these small alcoves to form makeshift spokes, and then the rope itself wrapped fully around the circumference of the wheel with about 5 to 10 feet, enough for you to grab before it's tied back onto itself. That gives you the friction and the traction to be able to hold onto the rope and start trying to pull and thus spin this stone in the direction that you've chosen. I'd like you to make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Can I guidance him?
You got this.
Turn him on?
Can the pup help me?
Certainly. You fit the rope to the pup's saddle and pull.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have advantage and guidance.
And the D4.
30. Okay. As you begin to pull, you spent a few minutes investigating. Slab shifts a few degrees with a teeth-grinding scrape. It feels like a mountain is grinding down against another mountain before it starts to catch. You think it's about to stall and grab itself and tighten onto something, potentially making it even harder before it gives way. A good minute of pulling and rotating this very, very slowly before there. Tang, when you were looking at the arrow, were you still standing on top of the wheel, slowly rotating with it?
Yep.
Okay.
I would not have moved.
Tang, you feel the ground sort of give out from underneath you as the entire thing sinks the final 6 inches into the ground, becoming flush with the cobble of the area around you.
I let out a squeak.
Your rope is destroyed, Dunnan. Remove it from your
Oh, yeah.
inventory. Because it's got pinched into everything.
Sure.
As this sank the final 6 inches into the ground, the arrow now pointed roughly towards that central courtyard, but not towards the bell tower. That large courtyard that you had found the bell tower near previously. And the runes upon the surface of this stone glow. You guys do not have a check you have to a spell that you have to succeed against.
Yeah, nice. So do we also feel the air
You
getting slightly
That
warmer?
is the second node cleansed.
I think we did the trick thing.
Okay.
On to the
Back
next
to
one.
our other group. Yep, on to the next one.
Sure.
Yeah, since this arrangement of statues didn't work, like, we just switch them on the plinths, I think, and try to match
Right.
the arrows.
Trying to puzzle this out, Siegfried, between the group of you. I'll allow 2 people to contribute in some way. So a check with help, a check with a spell, something of that sort, to puzzle out how these statues are going to go. Attempting it and repositioning things, you suspect will likely take about 5 minutes. So, who wants to attempt to repuzzle how these swords are supposed to be lined up and remove and rearrange these statues? 9.
Yeah.
No.
Can I try and do another insight check?
Insight?
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is
But
assisting and how are they assisting?
I mean, Heli is probably positioning the statue.
So I keep talking. I can do an investigation check because I have a +3 on that, or
Well,
I can do
I would think-
athletics because I can pick things up and move them quick.
I was thinking Aeolus could handle investigation because he has the Mason's tools.
Okay.
Because
Well,
he can get some more information from that. But what was
That
your idea,
is-
Aeolus?
That is sight-based perception checks. I don't know if that'll help, but I offer Siegfried the last use of the black war paint.
What's that give? Plus.
It's just for perception checks.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's perception. Okay.
Perception checks, and also it makes you immune to blind.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think he's making it a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I want to figure out the statue. So last time I was an insight check, so
Okay.
I'm going to try and figure it out again. But this time I am going to cast Enhance Ability on myself for
Okay.
Owl's Wisdom.
Hellerast, sounds like you have a concept for contributing. I'd like you to make me an athletics check to
Okay.
quickly move and adjust these statues.
Sure.
25.
Okay.
Hell
Great
yeah,
roll.
Helly.
Hell yeah.
I will say, thanks to a 25, I'm going to lower the DC that Siegfried needs to hit because you are effectively getting him 2 chances because you are quick and efficient at this, at trying to solve this, make an attempt, potentially fail, make another attempt within the 5-minute window before another magical effect. hits
Yeah,
the both of you. So
Aeolus, instead of the War Paint, can you hit me with a Guidance?
you have already gotten a contribution from someone.
Okay. Okay. It's just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good then. I'll make the roll.
You guys have separated out, but by having 3 people, Tang and Dunnan technically have 3 people. They're the pups there, right? You're effectively getting a
Help.
broader spectrum of tools that you can bring to bear against these challenges. So go ahead and make me that that insight check with
Damn.
advantage.
I didn't get it.
Oh no, 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that there's something that lines up based on how these swords are positioned, that they likely make some type of shape when viewed from the correct angle once they're in the correct positions? Aeolus, you've identified all of the Mason marks at this point on all 9 statues and all 9 things. So you know how any statue on any particular plinth is supposed to sit, but it's about getting the correct statue onto that plinth, so that way it rotates correctly. It is Aeolus. Let's. One sec. No, you're getting a spellcast on you.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
What does that mean?
No, I was checking my spell list.
Nope. What?
He was like, yeah, no, I don't want to use this on Sam. Let's go to a different spell.
Make me a dexterity. Make me a dexterity save, Aeolus.
Oh, good.
Pretty good. That is a success. You take half damage. Aeolus, as you're sort of standing back from a different angle, Siegfried is standing from one, trying to figure it out. As this 5-minute timer comes back around, he's had it Hellerast shift them 2-3 different times. Whilst this has been happening, Hellerast, Siegfried, your attention is drawn to Aeolus as there is a sudden gout of flame which lands and erupts upon Aeolus's form. He dodges out of the way quickly enough, but still takes half of 45, which is 22 points of fire damage.
Now?
What? Just standing here. That's bullshit.
Okay.
It knows you're thinking.
That's dangerous.
Siegfried, make me another check. As the
Alrighty.
group of you attempt to solve this again. You're getting nearer. You feel that it's just on the outside of your grasp.
Got a 14.
14.
Ellie wants to fly up to see if there's
It's not as
something.
strong for you as it is as some of the skills for other people.
No.
You can try other
Helly would
things
like
also.
to like.
I
Helly
mean,
would like to fly up and see if maybe that's a different perspective.
Sure. Okay.
So, knowing everything Aeolus has been looking at, considering he probably has been talking about it the whole time, his thought process.
Yep.
Helly will just use those Tempest Griffin bracers and just see if she can get 10 feet above.
Yeah, easily. I also want you to make a dex save as you guys make this next attempt.
Yeah. Great.
Oh yeah, no. Why did you not roll damage? Hold on. I don't have it bracketed in the effect. Here we go. Yeah. Hellerast.
Oh, no.
Hellerast, are you resistant or immune to lightning damage?
I've got the shield.
Ah.
I've got it,
That
the
gives you
Athesi
resistance,
shield.
right?
So,
Reaction to gain resistance. There you go. Do you spend it?
hell yeah.
Okay. 31 reduced to 15 points of lightning damage as a bolt of lightning cracks through the space, going horizontally from alleyway to alleyway. Yeah, good resistance.
Okay. No flying here, guys.
About 5 minutes have passed for the group of you at this point. Let me give the next description to the other team.
I think I want to take a vacation here.
All right. Tang, Dunnan. You come upon a shrine built into a shallow alcove between leaning buildings. An old civic reliquary meant for offerings and vows. The stonework is cracked. The floor before it is ringed by a broken circle of sigils. Some type of sanctifying boundary that's been shattered and displaced. Several pieces of the ring lie out of place, like teeth knocked from a jaw by a right hook. The shrine's face bears old iconography. You do not recognize the religion. But it has been smeared and dulled beneath grime and stubborn growth, as if someone tried to erase what it meant without fully destroying it, and instead settled on covering it up. Even so, the space wants to be whole. The broken ring reads like a sentence, missing key words. I'll let you both ponder that for a moment, whilst I hear what Hellerast, Aeolus, and Siegfried are going to attempt before I get to hit them with another thing?
Siegfried's kind of losing it. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You gather.
Yeah, I mean,
you
these two statues were.
You've made 2 insight attempts. You gather probably not the direction you want to be going here.
Yeah.
These 2 statues were the only ones that looked like they'd even been touched in millennia. And they're the ones laying on the ground. We've tried them several different ways.
You've tried all 9 of them several different ways. You've rearranged all of the statues.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Make me an argument for another skill. Or a spell.
I got no
as
spells for
Herbalist,
that shit.
You remember our boot camp days where they had us march in formation? There were always different names and calls for them. Does this look like any of those? Like, is it like the turtle formation or the triangle formation, anything like that?
What are these other formations, Siegfried?
I mean, just think about just like how Blackburn Keep like trains us to like stand in a group on a battlefield. Like,
I would just like Siegfried to name like 3 more of these formations.
Oh yeah, like the turtle, triangle, circle,
a badger.
Badger.
Yeah, that's my favorite formation is
missionary
badger.
Formation.
Yeah.
Mushroom, snake. Sorry,
taking that this is one of these 6 nodes.
7.
Can we like can I try to use survival to try to find a point to stand to give Heli and Siegfried a reference to rotate the statues to?
Okay. Make me a survival check over this next 5-minute period.
Y'all, there's higher numbers on the dice for us. At this point, they're gonna solve everything, and we're gonna be at the same one, just being like, "Yo, we're stupid."
You gather you're on the right. You gather you're on the right path, but you don't know what you put together that you could have the correct idea, but the statues could be on the wrong plinths. Like the whole section of the 3x3 grid is like rotated 1 degree or 2 degrees off, and you end up lining up in the incorrect direction. You gather that there's definitely something to this thought process, just wasn't all the way well cooked at this point. Roll me a d6, Aeolus. Oh, you've been hit by spells at this point. Four. All right. That is him. I'd like all of you to make a perception check, please. It's a 15, right, Siegfried?
No, unless Owl's Wisdom has gone down, because I have that. I can concentrate for an hour.
Wait. Oh,
or
Enhance ability.
enhanced ability.
don't you also have the, or did you not use the black?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I have the for perception checks too. I also have the war paint on. So
Okay, got it. Okay, so it is a 29. You notice there is a ripple of some type of magical effect in the area that seems to collapse and then nothing happens. You're pretty sure your timing was right, and you know something was supposed to happen to somebody, but you're not sure what.
Well, I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse.
What?
Not better.
Something
Not better.
happened, but nothing happened after something happened.
Yeah. You know your timing was accurate. You saw Aeolus get cooked and Helaras get bolted with lightning, and you've been keeping this mental time very accurate to your. You keep time well. You play music, like you know that you were due for another magical effect to hit all of you, but nothing happened.
Maybe these guys are close?
I have no idea. Let's figure this shit out before we get lapped by Dunnan and Tang.
Yeah, right. I will help whichever one of you want to do.
What?
You said you had the right idea. The survival seemed to be a good direction, so maybe I don't know.
How are one of you aiding him?
I mean,
Spell or ability or guidance or what?
no, I was thinking maybe me and Aeolus could switch places. Oh no, his survival is only 2 less than mine. Oh no.
Sure, you can try your survival.
Yeah, I mean, me and Aeolus can switch places, but then what else do we need to think? We can't.
Is there a way a nature check can help? Decent in nature.
Not
I
sure.
mean,
But there doesn't really seem to be much natural here.
the rest of the statues have like moss growing on it, right?
They're overgrown slightly, mosses and lichens. You've moved and
Yeah.
shifted them without issue.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out which statue goes on the right one.
Yeah.
You guys want to puzzle for a moment, and I'll jump to the other group for the time being?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Whilst the three of you consider potential avenues there, Tang, Dunnan, you come to this desecrated shrine I've previously described. What would you like to do?
Just remind me that the ring in the middle is split into multiple parts, or is it broken?
So there's a small
parts are nearby.
circle that extends out into the street from this very small alleyway that this is occupying the space of. And it is a small, almost like the cobbles themselves have had sigils and symbols sort of carved into them. Some of these have been torn up and strewn about their area. At least that's what you see initially.
And there are runes that are missing?
Well, the stones are missing. There's clearly like these cobblestones that were here in the ground have been pulled up, and like there's that gate, that gap in this small semicircle sequence. You see a couple cobblestones around the area that have it, and there are some symbols and sigils on this little covered shrine itself, which have been besmirched by muck and grime and dirt and lichens and mosses and that ilk.
Okay, so can you clean that shrine, and I'll get the missing cobblestones, and maybe there is a hint on the shrine on how to align the cobblestones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just let me know if you need help finding any of them.
Sure.
So,
how many are missing?
About a half dozen of maybe
6.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the two of you are going to take some time, rebuild this sort of sequence of sigils around the ground and clean up the shrine. Is that what you're... I want to make sure I'm understanding.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the mosses and lichens all off the iconography, the symbols cleaned out. Okay. Doing so will take you about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Will it be easier if I create water to use to scrub?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Spend the spell slot?
I'll spend the spell slot so I have water to help clean and scrub the
Sure.
runes and...
Make me a wisdom check using your roll me a d4. Okay. You do you create the water? Do you do the create water? I believe you can create it as like a downpour in an area if you don't fill a container, correct?
Yep. It falls within a 30-foot cube.
All right. So are you just doing a like a deluge in this area to soak everything before?
Yep, so it's easier to get to break off of or scrub off of, pull off of the stone if it's all damp.
Okay.
The soil gets softer.
All right, fantastic. Whilst the two of you are working on this, you're not quite sure how long it'll take now that everything's a little bit more wet and supple. Let me jump back to our other group. What have you come up with? Sounds like Siegfried's going to be attempting a survival check.
It's Aeolus. I can't remember. Do you have any way of connecting one of us telepathically, or am I just misremembering something?
I am able to send a message. That's it.
No, I was thinking because usually with survival, to figure something out, you need a perspective from 3 different points. I think you're on the right track for the survival, but we need to somehow see from 3 points.
I mean, I can take to the air if you want me to.
I tried that and I got zapped.
You got zapped for timing. No rest.
Yeah.
Oh, timing. Okay.
So I'll stand in one part, you fly up, and then
You having Helaras continue to move the things quickly.
yeah,
as you can.
and have Heli move the thing, and then maybe between the two, and then while Heli's moving it,
You're trying to line something up.
yeah.
Okay. Helaras, make me an athletics check.
Okay.
I just think because I thought I had something, but I lost my train of thought.
Siegfried, make me your survival check. I believe you still have the Owl's Wisdom, correct? You've not taken damage since then, so there's no check necessary. 25.
So Helly's getting tired, but
Yeah,
Just
I
gonna
did
keep-
not decrease the DC for a 20 roll. Or for a 12. Pardon me.
okay, great.
As you were lining everything up, Siegfried, Aeolus is flitting about 15 feet to this side, 10 feet to that side, trying to give you additional perspectives and suggestions. Helaras is moving things as quickly as she can, but like she just took the lightning bolt. She's feeling it. Presently, all 9 statues finally seem to line up ever so properly, where the 3 central statues along the axis on a diagonal their swords make a perfect triangle in the center when looked through at a perspective. The others make additional the other 3 on each side of this diagonal across the 9 plinths make an additional shape, forming this angular looking eye through which you are gazing. Additionally, as you are paying attention to this perspective, with your perception check from previous, you notice something which you had not picked up on when the spell took effect in the region. On the ground, next to Helaras, is a small bead of bright red and orange. Helaras, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh shit. Okay.
Does Heli have absorb elements?
No.
Okay. I thought she
don't
might
think
have.
so.
Against Delayed Blast Fireball, which has hit a maximum duration. "19 is a failure. as this lines up, and you feel the world recorrect itself in this space, you see, as if in slow motion, Siegfried, this bead erupt around Hellerast's feet. Helle, you take 83 points of fire damage.
Well, shit. Okay. Still
Aeolus,
alive.
I also want a dex save from you. You were close enough to the statues. Do you have absorb elements?
I do.
Are you casting it?
Yeah.
Okay. You take half, reduced to 41. But the region has righted itself. This node is complete.
Ooh. Ellie's gonna take a greater healing potion.
Sure. Go ahead and do your potions and make your rolls whilst I jump back to our other group, currently working on cleansing a shrine. Where's my map? There we go. Desecrated shrine. There we go. Dang. Done it. Thanks to this cleansing waterfall, Dunnan, it's a bit muddy as you're sort of fitting these stones back into place, and you're trying to work quickly. And like you have two different positions that these two stones could fit based on their shape and orientation. You recognize that the sigils need to be up. So like you've been able to fit 2 or 3 of them like firmly, securely, guaranteed this is the correct spot. And you have these 2 or 3 left over that could fit in these different spots, but you're waiting for Tang to finish the present, like cleaning the shrine entirely, and then you're gonna try to quickly try these 9 different combinations that you think could be the correct thing. 4 minutes pass whilst you are all cleaning. Finally, Tang, you've finished wiping the very last bit of grime away from the shrine. It's clearly been eaten a little bit by age, but there is a sort of regal eminence to this space, which you've restored to it. Some small iota of pride that has come back to it. Dunnan, you notice that Tang's stepped back, like admiring her work, double-checking everything. Now's the time. You quickly try your combination. It's not the first one. You start working through, shifting the stones here and there. Your fingernails are utterly destroyed. But over the course of about 30 seconds, you quickly get something that seems to lock into place, and the small sigil sequence lights up as if glowing with an ethereal inner light as the shrine is cleansed. The 2 of you do not have to endure a spell.
Cool.
Seated within
You're
5
doing
minutes.
great.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was going to be a guaranteed one, but you had a very clever use of a spell to make it so it didn't take you 5 minutes. So there was create water.
Great
so.
work. Everything's to be in order now again.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still figuring out my healing.
This is easy. I wish I would know how the others are doing.
I am going to go into
Firestorm, Lightning Bolt, and Blade Blast Fireball so far.
I'm gonna go into a Chalice form and hit Heli with the Cure Wounds.
Sure. Mark off Wild Shape use.
Yep, and I'm gonna hit Heli with a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Sure.
You say that so violently. Been hit.
All right. Well, I'll describe Tang and Dunnan's next region that they come to. We mark off.
Show offs.
The Cure Wounds level prompt isn't coming up, but I'm gonna try and refresh.
It's behind your page.
I know, I moved it. It wasn't there.
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Tang and Dunnan. Takes you about 4 minutes to get to this next spot that Aeolus had pointed out, roughly. Eventually you find what you're pretty sure is the correct space. After ducking down a narrow alleyway, it opens into a half-collapsed service court, a place where wagons would be unloaded into the surrounding businesses or houses. However, there is a stone wall of what appears to be natural conduits. There's this pulsing sort of ley line energy that sort of rotates through the space. It's like the innards of a great machine laid bare. Channels and carved grooves crisscross the masonry of this stone wall in orderly geometry. However, the wiring, this path of lichens and mosses and oozes and vines, is clearly living structures, living things. These cords of lichen and slimy tendrils grow along the grooves like cable, each strand giving off this phosphorescent pulse every now and then that runs in steady beats. This effervescent light travels in routes that almost make sense, except where there's abrupt decours, jumping onto the wrong vine or slimy tendril, feeding into the wrong node or conduit, and then vanishing into the cracks of the stone and masonry that lead nowhere. Near the center of this wall, there appears to be this hub area. All of these pulses sort of converge at different times. All of them are in different patterns and entirely out of sync with one another. And as these luminous cords converge, instead of forming this single circuit, this single central space where everything converges and reasserts and timing works, something here is wrong, as if these natural fibers have been rerouted and misrouted, intentionally sending whatever magical energy is using these channels as corridors into the wrong directions. Something is connected, just connected wrong. That's what you see. Gather this is the spot that you're supposed to be in.
Tang's going to interlink her fingers together and do a big stretch, looks at Dunnan. How good are you at untangling wool?
I look at my really big hands with like calluses and I don't good?
Calluses, oily, mud, slimed hands at this point after digging
Yeah.
through stones.
I'm not sure. Well, I can aid you and hold stuff. I don't know if I'm the right person to rewire. Or
Well, I will. I'll have you help, but I can take the lead on this. Tang's going to try to untangle, and if any of them are broken or snapped, she does have mending as a cantrip.
Okay. Dunnan's the equivalent of holding the lamp for the dad working on the engine. No, hold it
Alright.
higher. Hold it right here.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
moving it.
All right, okay.
Alright. Whilst you're puzzling on this and thinking which checks or skills or spells to use, let me jump to the other group and at least get them their descriptions so they can begin thinking.
Helly, make sure to add that 44 to your HP.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Aeolus, Ellerast, Siegfried. The three of you come to a low point in the sluice ward. The street ahead dips into a collapsed undercroft, where the ground has become a basin. It's filled, but not with water. There's a slow, viscous flood of slime that clings to the stone like poured glass, slowly oozing. Its surface catches what little light exists and turns it into a sick sheen. It's translucent. You can vaguely see through it. It's very slightly opaque, 10% opaque or so. It gives you the feel of if someone took oil and turned it through honey hundreds of thousands of times over. There's this strange rainbow-like sheen that sort of clings to it as it shifts, and you can just barely, deep beneath the surface, behind some cracked sections of stone that are obscuring it, notice a faint glow. A steady point of color within the murk, like a jewel or lantern that is trapped underneath this skin of slime. Near that glow, you can make out the jagged break in rubble that has been probably the parts of the surface and floor that have collapsed in to cause this basin. A very narrow gap through which one of you might be able to squeeze to reach whatever this glow is. As you get close to the edge, the flood does not move or surge or lash out. It is just slime. It clearly is not a ooze-like creature. It is just oozing. Let's jump back to it. Sorry, go ahead. You have a question?
Oh no. The crack to squeeze through is underneath the slime, or is it
Inside the slime?
inside the slime? Okay, so we have to.
It's a basement.
move
This
the
is like a
Yeah.
It's like if someone has collapsed a basement and
Yeah.
a sewer, underneath the building and the city street, and that space has filled with rainwater, but instead of rainwater, it's slime, and there's something glowing down there.
But we would have to either go through it or move the slime to get to the crack. Correct.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Tang and Dunnan. Dunnan, you're assisting in some way, however Tang requires. Tang, what are you attempting to do? You mentioned you have the mending, if anything's broken. How are you going to go about this?
She's essentially approaching it the same way she does untangling wool yarn for the purposes of knitting or making cold weather clothing. So
Okay.
I'm going to argue that this is going to be a survival check.
Okay. I'll go for that argument. So this sounds like you're going about this in a slow and careful manner, right? You're not trying to go quick and fast. You're like, this takes time. If we rush it, it's going to get worse. Am I interpreting this accurately?
Yes, she wants to work quickly but decisively. She's not like tearing through them, but she is aware if there is if she has to move more quickly to avoid the shock or whatever happens at the 5-minute mark, she's going to need to work quickly. And if she does damage something, she's aware that she has a way of quickly fixing it.
Got it. Okay. Sure.
It's not like she's working with a gossamer thread. She's like working with something that she feels is heavy duty, which means she can work a little bit more aggressively.
Got it. All right. And how are you having done an assist, or how is done an assisting you in this?
So Tang is assuming that things will have what is the texture of it? Like, is it very, very flexible where does it hold what position it was in before?
Some are vines that are sort of resistant to shifting and moving, but they're not hard barked vines or something like that. Some of them are these slimy tendrils which seem like they want to stretch and break. They're almost like inch-thick spaghetti that's wet and slimy and wants to stretch a little bit, but you recognize as you start to shift them and feel it within your hands that too much tension will snap them. There's this very strange sort of amalgamation of different types that runs through this space.
Okay. I will have Dunnan hold the parts I'm not actively working on a little bit further away so that I can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
And then if any of them are like really resistant to moving or want to go back to how they were before, I'll have him hold them in place.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since Tang is focused on more close-up work, I will more be focused on the hub. So while she's rewiring, see if anything changes and give her like feedback on how she's doing, if it was closer now, or if I get the feeling it has done something good and positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dunnan, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll me a history check. As Tang is handing you these different things to keep track of, and follow. It's keeping them organized, keeping everything separated, whilst still trying to focus and pay attention to helping her and being able to take something from her hands anytime she needs another free hand. 10. Okay. Not gonna lower Teng's DC. Teng, go ahead and make me that survival check, please.
Tang's gonna dump a lucky point to
Okay,
give herself advantage.
certainly. What an advantage! Holy crap!
MVP.
34
Jesus.
plus guidance. Holy, 37 on that check.
Woo! Do I also get Dunnan's aura, or is that just saves?
No, that saves.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just wanted to get above a 40.
I did.
What a fucking roll. Jeez, 19 on the die. Okay. You begin tracing, unspooling, pulling vines back, shifting them. Between Dunnan, you actually end up grabbing a few different sticks and debris from around the area and using them to set them at different intervals further and further back away from the wall, just to help you stretch this whole space out into this 3D node, this nest-like web of tendrils that you have slowly arrayed around the entire courtyard. Those that can stretch, you're stretching and removing them from sections of the wall, knowing that they're going to get replaced potentially somewhere else, maybe in the same spot. It does take you time, but you are being absolutely sure that everything is perfect here. Over the course of this time, Dunnan, do you presently have, are you presently under the effects of any spells?
No, currently not, no.
Okay. Have you recently drank a potion of heroism?
No.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Midway through, Tang, as you've started to put everything back into place, you've taken the last few from Dunnan, and then you are working in this fervent fashion. Nothing has happened to you, and you feel pretty confident you're moving quickly. Dunnan's finished holding the things out of the way for you. You're grabbing the last few tendrils from the different points that you've arrayed out. All of the web that you've stretched out into the courtyard, you've slowly replaced based on whichever needs to be closest and furthest back against the wall, and then overlaid. It is a beautiful circuit board of life that you have carefully and lovingly reconstructed. Finally, the last one goes into place, and the world around you shudders as something shifts within the space, and you feel whatever was wrong here has been fixed, and the various pulses of energy now reconvene in the center, time up perfectly because you've sort of stretched and adjusted all of their timings accurately, so that way they meet correctly and then dissipate back out. You've solved this area.
Tang nods, very, very proud of herself. This is the most domestic that Dunnan's seen her be.
I just put a hand on her shoulder.
You go to
What are you
Dunnan.
doing? Sorry?
As you move towards her,
Oh.
your
God.
hand hits an invisible wall.
My hand. That's weird.
Tang, you
I
don't hear
tried-
anything.
Tang? Can I knock against the invisible wall?
It's knocking on it. There's no sound that comes out. Tang. But Dunnan, you start feeling around. You are in an invisible box.
Okay.
10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet.
I'll try to step out of it.
You can hear yourself. You're not silenced. You You can hear all the words you say. As you attempt to Misty Step, you intone the words. The spell slot is consumed, and you do not shift your space at all. It is at this point you realize where you are and what type of magic does not function in this space.
Because of the desecration.
Oh shit.
You're in the negative ethereal.
We can't teleport. Because this is the point where we would travel through.
Ah.
We're already here.
All right.
Tang would turn around at this point.
You see Dunnan sort of padding against he's doing his best mime impression. Man in a box.
I'm gonna approach and see if I also feel the wall.
You do.
Okay.
I'll put one finger up and just wait a second. Try dispel magic.
What level?
Third.
Third.
Saving the
Fantastic.
fourth level slot.
Absolutely. You attempt to dispel magic. Nothing happens. I'm not asking you to roll. Whatever it is that you are currently trapped within cannot be dispelled.
Okay. Oh, great. Shit.
Dunnan, you did make an attempt to do something. I'll let you make an Arcana check here. See if you identify what this type of magical effect is that has trapped you.
That's gonna go well.
Never know. There's high numbers on dice. Never mind. Not for your dice.
Nope. Nope.
Can I try to tap it with my ladle and figure out if I can figure out what it is?
Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, maybe smack, smack.
You're hitting a perfect wall. You don't feel any texture to it.
It's a shrug.
Can I make an Arcana check?
For what reason would I be giving it to you? Other than touching a wall. Dunnan attempted to dispel magic.
Okay. I'd like to actually just attack it with my ladle.
Sure. Okay.
Pop up Shillelagh.
Fantastic. Alright, make me attack roll.
I have not done this in a while.
23. Hit the wall. It feels remarkably solid. There's this small reverberation. You take 4 points of psychic damage as whatever you've hit tries to resist you and push you back mentally. I'll let you make an Arcana check based off that. You too. It takes you about a minute as you're sitting there pondering, and Dunnan's padding around the interior, confirming that he is inside a box. Dunnan, you don't even feel the cobblestones beneath your feet, for the record.
Okay.
Tang, you recognize what this spell effect is. This is a wall of force. It cannot be dispelled. But
Cool.
you can wait it out. It takes 10 minutes to be dispelled.
Can I hear Tang from the outside?
No, you cannot.
I just shrug. Like, what?
Okay. Whilst the two of you, shall we say, Tang, I think it's possible for you to slowly communicate that information to Dunnan.
We play a really good game of charades.
Fantastic.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Neither of you have a journal on you.
I don't.
You're a
Probably on the
potion
top.
maker. You have to have some kind of paper. But anyways.
We'll jump back to the other group with the slime-filled basin. What are you doing?
I'm
Those are
gonna
bad.
attempt to cast levitate on the slime.
What is
And
Levitate's weight restriction? 500 pounds?
500 pounds.
Okay, it fails.
Shit.
Shit.
Okay.
The slime is really heavy then.
It's
How
a
deep is
basin-
it?
It's a gigantic basin filled with slime.
Yeah.
I thought so. I can always slip
not
down
sure.
there and hold my breath.
You don't breathe.
I'm just worried about what'll happen when you go in the slime, but go for it.
What you
Aeolus.
mean I don't breathe?
Yes, get to the slime.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, Aeolus, you're trying to go down into the slime and get to this glowing sort of jewel crystal thing?
Yeah.
Okay. As you get to the squeeze of through this rubble that you've just barely spotted this glow through, make me an acrobatics check. Your head and shoulders get
Well.
through. Something catches. You're not sure what. You feel something catch, and a very small shift in stone. You feel as you think this area has ever so slightly collapsed down on you, slowly, making it a little bit harder to get through. It's taking you around to get to this section. Let me put this on my copy paste because I will need it. I take 5 points of acid damage.
Yeah, cool. Shit.
You are now wedged in this section. The rest of you see the Hellerast and Siegfried. Two of you see Aeolus get to the section. He's now blocking the light, start squeezing through, like he's the inner glow that you had spotted. He starts squeezing through, and then he stops. He's sort of flailing his legs for a moment. Oh,
I think I have to go get him, Helly.
Yeah, we gotta go get him.
Here. I am.
How deep is it?
Helly, can you cast Enhance
30
ability?
feet.
No, I cannot. I'm not that kind
Okay.
of caster.
Alright, I have an idea. It's gonna involve me becoming an octopus again.
Okay.
How many hit points does an octopus get? Oh no, sorry, that's not how wild shape works anymore. How many temporary
Yeah,
hit points do you get?
yeah, it's only
Equal to your level, right?
it's something like that. I haven't wild shaped in a long time.
I'll double check. Continue.
Yeah. I'm going to try and no, the acid's gonna eat the rope. Fuck. Because I thought maybe you could hold onto the rope and then you can pull Aeolus out and then I can squeeze through the gap. But shit.
Temporary hit points equal to your druid level.
Yeah.
How long is Aeolus in there?
I'd say at this point
Currently.
another round has happened.
Yeah.
Cool.
another 3
Yeah,
points of acid.
Aeolus is just flailing, and he casts reverse gravity immediately.
Okay.
He is in full panic mode.
Fantastic. You're still wedged. I would like reverse gravity. Can you put in chat for me? Okay. Point within range. So not a point that you can see, but you just need to have line of effect. You would be casting this basically on yourself to try to get out of here, correct?
Yes.
Okay. 50-foot radius, it's going to include your compatriots. Hellerast and Siegfried. What is the save? Dex save, as you suddenly feel the ground start to not hold you to it anymore. Dex save.
Oh, shit.
Good. Nice save, Helly. Jeez.
Finally. For the love
Helly,
of God.
you grab onto some fixed part of the building next to you. Siegfried, you go flying up into the air. What is it? 100 feet?
100 feet.
And you end sort of floating on this strange cylinder where like part of it's forcing you up and part of it's forcing you down. You've seen Aeolus use this spell previously. You know what just happened.
Yep. I've cast the spell too.
The slime
so-
has not moved. Nor has Aeolus.
Shit.
Aeolus, what's your concentration check bonus? Is it at least +9?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask
Seeing
what that
as it's not working,
The
can
slime
I
damage isn't enough to break it.
wild shape into a bird before Aeolus decides to dispel this?
Yeah, and fly down. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bird. You can fly out of the region. That's fine. Aeolus, are you struggling? Make me a dex save. Okay. You take another 4 points of acid damage, but with a 30 total, you are able to squeeze yourself back out. Can't get forward, but you can get out. And as you do, you feel yourself starting to fall upwards through the slime.
Ah!
However, as you see
I
2
drop
feet pop
it.
out of it.
Oh my god.
As I come out of the slime, I'll just kind of like reach for Helly as I drop it.
Sure. You drop it, splashing back down into the slime, take another 6 points of acid damage. And now you are at the surface and can pull yourself out along the edge.
That shit sucked.
Yeah, this is Yakety Sax.
Oh my god. Definitely.
We have 2 groups. We have the Yakety Sax group and the We Are Doing This Efficiently group.
But we are stuck for 10 more minutes now.
Huh? You're not.
No, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're waiting for him to get out of his invisible martial
Yeah,
arts
but we don't
box.
know that.
I know.
Can I go through Sive's inventory?
Yeah, sure. You have control over her sheet?
I do.
Okay.
I want to know if I have anything.
Yeah, absolutely. You can check her inventory. And we will pick up next session with Tang and Dunnan either waiting out the spell or trying to end Wall of Force. And the slimy Yakety Sax group.
Well, he is not going to be here for the next few, right?
Okay.
I'm not going to be here for the next 2
Do
weeks.
you want to try to double check your inventory now? And we'll see if we can resolve that section for you at the very least now.
Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about, because the Wall of Force, the only thing that it says can break it is disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
And I don't have that. But she does have a vial of dragon stomach acid.
Vial of dragon stomach acid.
I feel like that
Can I
might...
give rules for that or no?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
That feels appropriate for
Yeah, I have
disintegrate.
no idea.
It's disintegration in a jar. I'm 100%
right.
sure.
100%, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna pull out Sive's acid vial and just toss it over the wall, just in
No,
the
I'm going to put a drop on it and see if it does anything. I'm not just going to waste it.
Right. You put a drop on. Seems to like sort of linger in the air. It's that strange thing where it sort of beads and then slowly starts making its trail downwards, but like as if it was on a wall. Because it is on a wall. It's just an invisible wall. And there is a faint sizzling sound and this strange smell of like ozone that you pick up. Seems like it's doing something.
I'm going to point to the vial and shrug at Dunnan to see if he wants me to try dumping it on the Wall of Force.
I'm gonna go for it. Give it the thumbs up.
Okay, great. I have Dunnan's blessing to use Naz's stomach acid.
Fantastic. Remove it from her sheet and send her a text. Let her know you just used up her acid.
Yep.
Dunnan, make me a dex save.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Yeah.
How many hit points do you have? Oh no, he was disintegrated by the stomach acid.
I don't know if I can shield master that in any way.
No.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what? Yeah, I just let it happen.
So you do your best to sort of carefully drizzle this over like the one side, just trying to dissolve one panel so he could squeeze his way out.
Yay, they had their first moment.
There's still a fair bit that sort of drips and drops through onto you, Dunnan, extremely painfully. And then as the acid seems to have sort of finished eating through as much as it possibly can, there's this thin line which it's just sort of resting in space, where it doesn't seem like it can eat any more of the magical area, and you have to grab the edge and muscle your way up, and you can feel it burning into your hands. It's not enough. It doesn't have enough potency to continue to eat away at the magic of this effect, but it's still definitely eating your flesh and your gear. As you squeeze your way through, very difficult with your armor, but you can eventually get your way through without Winnie the Poohing yourself on acid. You do take 65 points of acid damage.
Ouch. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
that was not pleasant. I'll
Yeah.
It's a
have
clever
a
use
sip
of a
of
resource,
my.
I like it.
I'll have
At
a sip of my
least
Boo
Dunn's
Sound.
hands are smaller now.
All right.
What are you doing to heal yourself?
Boo Sound 2d6 plus my level.
Okay.
I have a sip of my armor.
He has a scuba diver's snorkel that provides him
Yeah.
beer.
Yes.
I like to think that he like splashes some beer on his hands to neutralize the acid. Like,
All right. So we'll pick up next session. There is one remaining node. Because you have at this point. Let me double check. Make sure my count's correct.
Sorry.
You solved
Besides
the
the-
courtyard dial. You solved the statue of the true sword line. Solved the desecrated shrine. You solved. Oh, sorry. The other group is working on the acid sluice dive. So
Yeah,
there is
so there's one for each
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Donna and I will clear 4 of them.
Yeah. So
Probably.
the next one, Dunnan, if you could, I'll just put it in chat. There is the Skyhook and Derek, which is the last one.
That sounds like the perfect one for I to be back on.
There we go, Skyhook. and Derek.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are still working on the acid sluice dive. Just putting
I
notes
always
in
have
chat.
problem with acids.
Yeah.
You can
You
get
can
to
are here, right?
I will not be here next week, no.
Yeah.
But if somebody else wants to play with my sheet, you're welcome to. I don't know if Naz wants payback for me
I
using
hope-
her acid, and she can
I
use
hope
up all my stuff.
Anastasia is gonna be there next week because I'm not smart enough to figure that out. That makes sense.
All right, I have my notes for who's on which one, and we'll pick up there next session.